Okay, getting everything fixed, set up. That is Pokemon.
Mommy, are you doing your video?
I am. Okay, thank you. Okay, you should be quiet. Okay, hey folks, welcome to Clearly Homemade's Saturday night live event. As always, I start 5 minutes early to get everything set up, shared, and whatnot. It is very, very hot here today. We're looking at 90 degrees in sunny Orlando, Florida. After I do this, I get the joy of mowing the lawn. It's going to be a lot of fun. Right now, you're hearing my fan because I'm trying to get some air circulating in here, so I'm done. I'm just kidding. So it's not terribly hot. I apologize for the last minute of this for those who are going to be here for the live event. Let me turn off my volume on my phone. Get myself confused. Okay, so I apologize for the last minuteness. I didn't know what I was doing tonight. I had a few ideas. None of it worked. Yeah, thank you very much for the soda. Yes, thank you. Go ahead and hang out with Daddy. I don't know. It's my child. I'm getting everything set up. Let's see here. So I asked my husband, like 4:15, you know, what should I do? And he's like, well, why don't you do a beholder statue? And I'm like, maybe I can. That would be awesome. Why is this not working?
Stop right there.
Okay, here we go.
Stop right there, you monster.
That's right. Excuse me. No, put that down. I'm doing a video. You have to go hang out with Daddy. Go, please. Thank you. That child's crazy. Let's share it on. Let's share it, you know, when I can. Hold on a second. Okay. Great. So I'll get started here. Shared it. We are should be good. Right now, I am waiting for the eye to dry. I painted it pretty quickly. It's going to be going on this guy right here. And that's it. We're just doing a nice small beholder. Really good times. No, you're not being in here. I need to go, please. Thank you, buddy. Go hang out with Daddy. Okay. I think the red should be dry by now. Great. The best part and worst part about working with, oh, thanks. Let me show you. Let me get a quick look. This thing's giving me a freaking, the toes full of over. Ah! Ah, look at that. She's still great. I'll fix it a little bit. Only happens here live. No problem. Everything that happens can be fixed. So it's not fully sitting on the tile as you see, but that's fine. I didn't like this ear anyway. And everything that's clay, because it's not in the oven, can be reformed and baked. Believe me, I have redone these wings at least 4 times. And I'm now semi-okay with it. Okay. Oh, only on live. Okay, what am I doing? I have this here. We're gonna listen to the fan for a little bit. I needed to get a little cooler in here. And then we're gonna officially start in a little bit. Let me put that there. Good, now I can watch everybody. And thank you, Katie, for that compliment. Okay, right now, I'm gonna paint the back of the eye, because with painting eyes, with doing eyes, you start from the front to the back, which is incredibly annoying, you know, but you can't do too much, can't do it too heavy, because it's acrylic paint, so even though it's dry, it can smear, which is not a lot of fun. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. It's been a little difficult.
Yeah, I am.
Hi, Brucey.
I'm doing the X, but Kenny not coming.
Okay. But Kenny can't come in the craft room because Kenny's up in New Jersey.
No.
Yes. Okay, what time is it? Oh, great. 5 o'clock. Okay. My official start. Great. My official start. Hi, folks. Thank you very much for joining me on Saturday night live event. So awesome. I will be doing a beholder statue. I try to get most of it done before I started, but, you know, last minute painting and things like that. The camera is going to have some shaking during this video. I'm all over the place today. I woke up at 1 o'clock or no, like 12:30, 1 o'clock. It was terrible. But we were trying to do, yeah, extra help. Ha! That's the only way to put it. He does sometimes help me with my videos. And sometimes, most times he does not. So I'm going to be having to knead some clay, adding a little bit more to what I have here. Okay, so what we're doing today is a beholder statue. I already have a much larger beholder in the works. Between that and the dragon statue, I'm pretty sure I'll never get done. But eventually it will. So we're waiting for the eye to be finished. Now, for those who don't know, a beholder is a floating creature from Dungeons and Dragons that has one main eye and has 10 eye stalks if you're doing a regular beholder. Now, there are quite a few different kinds of beholders out there, but we're doing the main beholder, which can be found on the cover of the Dungeons and Dragons Monster Compendium. Let's see, where am I with the video? Okay, good, we're right in the middle. Okay, so right now, I'm using my scrap clay in this. Okay, now, one of the, aside from, I should say, the eyeball, one of the main features of the beholder is its very, very large mouth. It's huge, like huge humongous. And with crazy rows of teeth, we're going to be doing, it kind of looks like a critter without the hair. We're going to be doing this instead. And I appreciate, you folks tuning in. This is very last minute. I try to do Saturday night live events. This time I didn't get a chance to do it. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have no volume. Great. Let me set this up a little bit better. Okay. So you want to make sure that we're going to have room. Okay, this is aluminum foil with clay wrapped around the ball. And I like to do little bits at a time. I was originally going to leave the aluminum foil so you can see the indentations because it does really look like beholder skin. Let's see here. And I'm trying to do this from memory on the big one that I have started. I think I'm going to make the event of the big one, but I have guests coming and, life. This is just a hobby. I would love to do more with. No, I need you to go, please.
I'm doing the X.
Great, do next. You're going to have a lot of Bruce interruptions today. Okay, great. So you can see the mouth here. You don't want any bubbles. I'm getting a little bit more forming, and I know this color is not great. But as soon as his eye is... No. The color is not great because you can't see it on camera. Okay, we're going to have him probably maybe have a little smile. We can't really do much of the skin yet until you get the eyeball. I know where the eye is going. We have to wait for the acrylic to be good. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and knead some of this. So you're going to see some camera shake. I'm very, very lucky. I have a Mercado Atlantis 150 Wellness. For those who don't know what that is, it is a pasta machine. But, oh, here we go. Got some shake it. It's a pasta machine, yes. But it is one of the best pasta machines to help knead the clay. Now, as you can tell here, clay looks like this. Comes out like this. Nice and flat. I like to do a layer at a time. That way, it's not sitting in the oven for hours and hours and hours more than it needs to. So here we go. Got some bubbles there, you can see. Wrap it around a little bit. Now the beholder has no legs, no arms. Try to make sure we're staying in this in camera. Tell this is my scrap clay. More people look. Some more skin looking. This is actually the clay that I used to make the leather face, I should say. Make the leather light switch pad or light switch plate. Great. Wonderful. I'm going to add a little bit more definition. What are we doing on the eye? That looks so cool. Probably shouldn't add the red. So since it was Heb's idea, I said, what do you want to do? What color? This favorite color is purple. So we're doing a purple eye today. The beholder doesn't have a specific eye color associated with anything. Of the 10 extra eyes that we're going to be seeing, eye stalks, I'm not hand painting little glass eyes for them. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to probably put them on stalks, and then after it's baked, I'm probably going to paint it then. Because there's only so much painting I can do. How are we doing? Good. And then the neat thing is all the definition. Now this is not very heavy at all. It is an aluminum foil bowl with clay wrapped around it. You kind of see a little sparkle right there. No, probably not. Oh, there it is. That's aluminum foil peeking in. That means I need to add a little bit more. And add some teeth. Let's see how much I can do in an hour. Now the color of the beholder is, I've seen red, I've seen other colors. There is a very popular minifigure for beholders. That's actually what this is going to be modeled after. Why not, right? Model it up or something. I've never seen one. No, they are fictional, so. I hope the fan is not too loud. Get a good mouth. Okay, let me add a little bit more clay so we can get rid of that nice aluminum foil sparkle. I will not be doing mica powder with this. This will actually be painted. So after it's baked, then I get to paint it. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to put it because Hubs wants it on a stand. This is actually going to be his birthday gift. He already knows about it. He already picked it out. So let me get some different colors back here. That's nice. Okay. Let me see if I can feel where the fan is blowing. Okay. Maybe up there would be better. Let's see. What I can do is I can roll the teeth a little bit. Get it flat. Lots of neat tools that I could use. Okay, so the eye stalks. There are 10 eye stalks for the beholder. I think, you know, let me look at the one. Oops, look at the one that I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 on this one, but I think it's 8 to 10 for what you really want to put on it. So that's going to be, and they're in the back. They are different eyes. From what I have seen, the eyes can be different colors. Each color means something else, supposedly. But it really depends on the interpretation that you're going for. This is good. Okay, now we're going to need something to hold it up. So we're probably going to use some aluminum foil. I don't have any dowels, so I think I'm going to have to leave it. I did have dowels, but I think I used them for something else. You know me, being a last-minute queen. I can't find anything either. So I'm looking around my Mr. Crafter because it's fun. And I have a popsicle stick. That would actually work. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. You know, something as simple as a popsicle stick would work just fine. Okay, I'm going to put it right. Put it like this. Right there. Be like a nice beholder popsicle. Problem is, we've got the aluminum foil. So let's poke a hole in the aluminum foil to make the divot for the popsicle stick. And there you go. Look at that. Great. Popsicle stick. We can probably paint it white. Make sure it's going. There we go. Wonderful. Dry it. Come on. Dry it. Okay. Now that we have the stands, I mean, I probably prefer to use something else, but this is what we got. Okay. A little bit more. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to start forming some of the features since I'm still waiting on the eye. We can probably do this part first, which should be fine. So, there we go. Great. Okay, so the idea is you want him to have his mouth open, and then we're going to see the stuff in the back. Think about it like that. It's not, they're not lips. I mean, they kind of are. What we're going to do is we're going to be putting a row of teeth. We want it out a little bit. Really should have done the eye earlier. My apologies. Yeah, this is very, very last minute. Okay. Okay. So the eye's going to come here, and we can probably start getting work on the teeth. Now let me see about doing another color for our teeth to make it a little easier for us to see. The problem is that I only have light colors. It's, you know, see, light colors. I don't have my, I got something in my throat bothering me. Oh, there you go. It's a little bit lighter. Roll it in my hands. And I see a little bit of aluminum foil pick on it right here. So you definitely don't want that showing. I mean, you can paint over it. Doesn't really make a difference. I just prefer not to have it. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, it's gonna be. Man, I'm really excited about the giant one that I'm doing. Let's get some fangs put in. That's what he has. He doesn't have teeth, he has fangs. See what I mean? Fangs. Arr. By the time we're done with the fangs, the paint should be dry, and then we can start working on the top part. I know we only have this for an hour. I do have lawn mowing to do. So we'll probably pick this up either next Saturday. We might have something during the week. Not really sure. I want to do this. I'm hoping that you can see. Yeah, you can. Oh, look! It kind of looks like you can see the eye right there. That's how about this? Oh, no, I'm jumping around again. Let me just do. Give it where we're gonna have the eye. Right. So the biggest issue I was having with the book beholder, I'm sorry, ooh, a little spoiler there. With the other beholder that I'm working on is
Hello.
hi Brucey, is oh, that's perfect.
This is a tea.
That's great. I love cheese. Why don't you eat it? So hey, listen, buddy, I'm doing a video, okay? Can I go hang out with Daddy?
These are not cheese.
It's not cheese. It's not me.
Have you seen a big giant rock pepper mix right before?
I did. Can you help me? Can you go hang out with Daddy, please? So
And it was still big.
that's incredible. Where's Daddy? Daddy is losing Bruce. You can actually see where the eye is going to go. Oh, look at that. Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with this now because I can see it. I'm not sure if you can, but for some reason the clay gods are with us. It looks very goofy. We want to make sure he's not. So we're going to take this part off, and this is where the eye is going. That's great. All right. I love when clay works. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. You know what? What if he's goofy, you know? Like, who cares, right? He could be goofy. He could be, I mean, if you're really looking to be like, oh, he's a beholder. He's not going to be a goofy beholder. Why not? You know? Anyway, I'll climb off my soapbox. Okay, what I'm doing is, okay, so what we're seeing here is we're seeing the ecru. I use Premo Sculpey, so we have ecru mixed with beige, and that's what we're getting, this brown color. That was the same color used for the leather light switch plate. The purple that you see is actually scrap clay. It was like 8 different colors. I just mushed together and said, you know what, this is now scrap clay. I didn't want to have to remix it and to do what I want. It was for an idea that did not work like 2 years ago. So I have hopefully improved since then. There we go. And yes, the dragon is okay. So in case you're wondering, it was just fine. Okay. Now the teeth are kind of sharp. Now what I can do, you know, is do this. And if it seems a little dull, after it's baked and stuff, I can, you know, take something and I can sharpen them, you know, so that's not, there's always a different way to do it. Sometimes I like to be doing a little different, but you also run into the chance of breaking the teeth, and that is something you don't want to do. Okay, here we go. What are we doing here? Wonderful, look at that. So we're going to take a little bit here. If you folks can, share my video. More people that watch, that'd be great. If I can get 100 subscribers on YouTube, I get my very own name for my channel. not just a series of numbers and letters. Okay, you know what? Let me try. I like this. I don't like it enough to. Okay, let me do. We're going to carve out some spots where the teeth are going to be. I think that'd be the best thing to do. There we go. Look at that. Oh, this is so cool. This was a really good idea. Really, really good idea. I'm very happy my husband suggested it. It's helpful to have a supportive spouse. We're celebrating 7 years of marriage tomorrow. We're married 7 years. So I'm going to share something with you guys. My mom is probably still mad at me about this. For our wedding, you know, we did a haul. It was everything. We got married in 5.5 months after we met. Okay, that's number one. Number two, our wedding was put together in 2.5 months. And thanks to family, friends, family and friends, we were able to rent a hall. Our wedding cost under $5,000. You know, it was not really much at all, which is nice. And then, so the person who's marrying us was a friend of my family, my family. And when we are doing our vows, I'm like, so before I say I do, can I, if this doesn't work, can I enact the lemon law? Yes, it was videotaped. Yes, my stepfather-in-law was able to get it live. Yes, it is on YouTube. So there's actual video proof that I did indeed say, can I enact the lemon law and trade him in for a newer model? It's terrible, I know, but it was great. My child is looking at me with such imploring eyes. It's really, really cute. If you guys have kids, any moms and dads know that when you want to use the bathroom or do something that doesn't include them, then he's now in my craft room hiding. I have to have the door open today. It is just, it's too hot in here. So we're going to have a few interruptions. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like doing even number of teeth. I know I don't need to, but I got the seal of approval from my spouse. That looks really cool. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to put our teeth in. It's on a popsicle stick. I didn't have a dowel. So this is now the Clearly Homemade Family Live event where my whole family gets involved. My immediate family. I am making a beholder, babe.
And a little one?
I'm making a little one for Daddy.
For me?
No, for Daddy.
Can you make one for me and Dad?
I might be able to make one for you later on.
Mommy.
Here at Clearly Homemade, we
Wow.
we believe in family.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. We believe in family. And
That's really scary.
by we, I mean me, because I am the sole
really
proprietor
scary, Mommy.
and creator
That's really
of this.
scary.
It is pretty scary. He's supposed to be scary. He's a beholder. Remember? We talked about this.
Here's a little scary.
I want you guys to know that my spouse is currently trying to entice my child. Are you going to go walk to the MAILBOX?
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that. Mommy has secrets on how to get her child to go.
Make sure you make a big hole this far of teeth.
I am making a beholder with teeth. Thank you.
Get some purple teeth.
Purple teeth.
I want color purple.
You like the color purple? Well, I have some purple on him. Okay.
And can you
Make sure
try
his
to
teeth
make,
failing.
can you try to make him a rainbow beholder?
A rainbow beholder?
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
I like rainbow beholders. Okay.
It's always exciting here at the house. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I'm a stay-at-home mom with a very, very wonderful spawn. And look at that. Some crazy teeth. He clearly has America dental insurance. I can't afford it. That was terrible. I can't believe I said that. There, look, I got some teeth. Okay. Oh, I think the eye is almost done. Now, normally, I put some Mod Podge. I'm sorry, I can't believe I said it that way. Mod Podge, which is just your basic, you know, sealer for like paper and stuff like that. It adds a bit of permanence, although it is washable. So if you ever Mod Podge something, you don't like it, you can always add water. But I have found out that all Mod Podge is watered down white school glue. So that's what I use. I don't water it down. I just put white school glue and stuff, and it works the same. So instead of paying a lot of money, I just buy some cheap Elmer's glue. Not even Elmer's. It can be any glue you want. I just buy some glue. And the reason why I encourage them to go to the mailbox is, one, peace and quiet, and two, I have an order going out. Okay, here we go. Sorry, this is being ridiculous. These teeth. I'm probably going to have to sharpen them. See if I can get them to cooperate. But no, yeah. And I mean, it's not terrible. Do I have anything that can... What tools do I have? See if I do... Okay, so put one tool in, put one tool out, put both tools in, you got some sharp teeth. Shake them all about. There we go. Sharpen them up. Make them pointy anyway. Great. Look at that. Look at that. I got teeth. Ah. I probably should have did the back first, which is really funny now that I think about it. Okay, so I'm going to take the teeth out. They're not in permanently. It's not that much of a hardship. I can shape them better when they're out here anyway. So it's nice to see what they look like with teeth. But we're going to be doing the back of the mouth right now. Okay, now, with the back of the mouth, it's supposed to look like a throat, and then you're supposed to look like the insides of the mouth. Cavernous mouth. I can swallow people whole. Beholders are like many people I know, which means they're very antisocial, and they, just add a little bit. Oh, I took some of it out and put some more in. They're very antisocial, but if they do deal with humans, they want to rule over them. But since they don't like people at all, it's not common that you would see something like that. Just keep that in mind. So if you ever run into a beholder and it's around people, it's a different kind of beholder. And it just wants people to serve it. Can you see that? You can't see that. I'm sorry. I'm all goofy today with my camera. Okay, there we go. I added the clay in so I can start shaping it out. I was actually thinking about this yesterday when I was doing the dragon. I don't like shaping out clay. It just doesn't, I can't seem to make it do the same thing I can if I just layer it, you know? But this time we're going to try this. Okay, great. It doesn't really have to be crazy even. We have the teeth there. Look at that. Look at that mouth. Roar. I really like what I do. Let me get some bigger. I admit my child probably stole them. My child's a thief. You have small children. Granny kids, you know. Oh, he's still a thief. Hi. No toggles? That's bad. I'm waiting on toggles for that order.
Mommy, I'm so tired of walking outside.
Yeah, why don't you go hang out with Daddy, please? Okay, so you want to get the uvula in the back, and then you want to have the right there and there. Then I know it made no sense. I don't know what it's called. I just know the picture, and that's it. Brucey, baby, can you please go out? Oh, that's the one I was looking for. See, I told you he was a thief.
Mommy,
Can you please go with Daddy?
I'm making a beehive.
I am making a beholder.
What's beehive is?
Okay.
Are
So
they
I need you.
giant big monsters?
They are giant big monsters.
And I thought I want to be friends with them.
No, beholders do not want to be friends with you.
Why?
Because they're mean.
Why?
Brucey, I need you to go hang out with Daddy, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Can you see this still? Okay, I'm carving the inside of the mouth. I will let you know if I need you. It's very sweet. See, it's the idea is you're trying to make a 2D object or a 3D object into 2D. Maybe it's a 2D. Here we go. You know, it's not perfect, but you know what? I'm clearly homemade, right? Right. Okay. Looks like Bruce the Shark. Roar, Bruce the Shark. Okay, we're looking at a little bit of an issue right there. I do. My child brought me something to drink. It's so sweet. Let's see here. No, he's grouchy. He did not have a nap today. We woke up really late, so he's probably going to nap. But I'm doing something else later on tonight, which is fine. He just falls asleep with me. He has fallen asleep by himself once or twice. Not often. Oh, so, you know, speaking of how hot it is, it's actually beneficial for clay. Because you don't have to worry about the clay being too tough because everything just melts in your hand. Look at that. Look at that mouth. Okay, how are we at the eye? Oh, it's done. So here we go. It's the eye. Eye's going right there. Okay. Before I go crazy, let me shape this up. Okay, we're gonna scoop this out because this is something we don't need right here. So let's scoop this part out. Just that part, nothing else. Great. Oh, look at that. It is coming together. That is really cool. Okay, the reason why I am surprised that I can do any of this, why I'm like overwhelmed, is that I don't know that I can do it until I try it. And I know that seems like some deep blah, 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 blah. No, I'm serious though. I don't think I can do anything until someone's like, oh, can you? And the next thing you know what I do. So, better to be surprised. Look at that. And this is going to be the red on the inside. If I can figure it out, we'll probably need to add another tooth right there. If I can figure it out, I have to add more for the lips. I'm sorry, I'm totally doing that. If I can figure it out, I am going to have drool come out of his mouth, like right around here. I have been told that translucent clay can do it. I might try to get some resin for it to see if I can do that instead. That's really cool though. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put this guy down for a second. And we're going to add the bottom lip. Great. Oh, it's 5:30. We haven't even gotten the eye on. It's terrible. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, good. We're going to do this because we want to have a bottom. There, look at that. Nice bottom lip. We are turning our dining room into, so, you know, people like to have themes for their rooms. Well, I want a theme for my room. My craft room is called Chaos. Chaos and cuss words, because that usually is what's occurring here. Yes, I'm a prolific swearer. I just don't swear on video. Try not to. So, oh man, look at that. Just, look at how it looks. So our main bathroom is dedicated to the Barons in World of Warcraft. My child's hiding behind a fan, acting like I can't see. Okay, great. Look at that mouth. Wonderful. Okay, now the so the kitchen is going to be Doctor Who. Big Whovians. We're not going to get the eye to be cut out. Have it down there like that. So let me just do the line. And then we're going to make the dining room, because that has our giant table that comes with 2 leaves, which are total find. We're going to have it Dungeons and Dragons themed. So you can see the aluminum foil behind it. Great. I'm going to move this down a little bit. Wonderful. And that's going to go over it. So this way. Just like that.
And I fell on the
Okay, what I'm gonna do so I don't mess up any of the paint.
floor.
Excuse me, Bruce. Excuse me, Bruce. Oh, he knows he's running. We're gonna have some shaking now. I'm gonna do this a little bit here. I'm doing it on the lowest setting possible. I just need something to cover the aluminum foil to make it easier. See, look at that. Make it easier for the paint to stick to without ruining the paint. It doesn't have, I don't like that one. We're gonna do it like this. There we go. And then we can cover up the bottom if we need to. Come on. We're gonna have some definition. Look at that. Look at that. You want to shut the door? You can. I mean, I'm gonna. Look at that. That's so cool looking. Want to see it? Hear that? Very nice. That's like the highest of the highest compliments ever to receive. No, it's a good thing that I own my company, because I would have a problem like my employee doing this. I'm just kidding. I don't think I would. I like the personalization, you know, when you have family involved. Yeah, it's not like they're interrupting me or anything. Okay, we got to make this so it's not so goofy, because we're back to that goofy part. And some goofy is okay. Like, a very low level of goofy, but we're getting a little too high up there. But at the same time, it is helping. It is helping with getting the teeth to come out, so that's nice. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. Okay, we're gonna have the teeth right here. Okay, now, thing is, we're gonna add the eyes and the eyelids. So we have this gap right there. So now we're gonna work on that gap before we start working on any more of the mouth. Remember, the beholder's main feature is that giant eye, and secondary is the mouth. So that's how we're gonna treat this. Yes. Honestly, when I make the eyes like this, it kind of looks like a golf ball, or it kind of looks like a softball with the stitching and stuff. I don't know. That's why I'm not a fan. It's like my fingers know what they're doing, but I have no idea. So I'm just going to go on random tangents of conversation to let my fingers just work, because I can't really pay attention. What's that?
They come down off their heads.
Yes, the eyeball, they actually don't come off their heads. The eyeballs are attached like to the back of the head. It's kind of like a bunch of arms and fingers, but they're eyeballs that do different things. Like, they do mind control. I think one does poisonous gas. The other one does magic missile at the dark. You know, all sorts of things. And if you knew what that joke was, you have geek cred with me. Look at that. That's so neat looking. He looks like he needs a party hat. And he's going to hang out with some other beholders. Dear.
Very nice.
Well, that's creepy, Mommy.
It's actually coming out a lot better than I thought. See? That's a surprise. I let my fingers do what they do, and then I just ignore the rest of it.
Can people go on trees?
They can fly it over trees, and they can probably laser beam the trees down.
Do they have races?
They do. Some do.
Emma,
I'm trying to let the light work.
Okay, great. Look at that. That is so cool. Oh, man. I love this. I love this. I love this. Okay, we're going to try to get this. You know, the mouth. You know, I like to do it a little bit even for the mouth. You know, I don't like patterns. But I did see something. I think it was a sponge, or a natural sponge, or maybe it was coral or something. And there is a pattern. There is a natural pattern. It's just, it wasn't a perfect pattern, but there was still a pattern nonetheless. And I think that's really important, to incorporate some kind of natural pattern. Like, I know I said when I was doing the dragon scales and stuff that you don't really want a specific pattern because it looks too contrived. I mean, too, you know, mechanical or commercial. Never be commercial. Not unless somebody shares my thing on, like,
It's your perfect idea.
I don't know. There we go. Can you imagine that? Me getting interviewed and stuff. Okay, here we go. What time do we have? We got 5:35. Great. Look at that mouth. Look at that eye. I got the back. Great. Great. So we got the mouth there. We're gonna get that a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit of separation here. I don't want it, so I'm gonna do like the bottom teeth on the lip. Look at that. That's a little bit better. Okay, good. I'm gonna shove it right there, just like that. Can you see that? Just like that. That looks fantastic. That looks really fantastic. Holy cow. I really did not think I could do this. Here I am doing it. I like being my own motivator, as you can tell. I love it. Okay, so now we have to give it an eye look. You have eyelids and stuff like that. Now, when you take a look at the dragons that I do, there's always an eyelid. And I know that's should be like but the eyelid is very important. Thank you. The eyelid is very important because it adds character. My child is hiding in the box saying that he's a beholder. My kid is so cute. I'm going to have a picture of him with this. You know, it'd be awesome if we can get this after it's all said and done. We can get a mold, and the mold would be, so you take it, you cast it, and then you mold it using food grade stuff, and I turn them into chocolate pops.
That's a good idea.
Oh, pretty cool. Okay, now, here we go. So, you want to do it, you always want to do the first lid to be straight. So let's go ahead, let's make him angry now.
Evil.
It does look evil because most beholders they're not evil, they're selfish. There you go. See, look at that. We now have the evil look. Great. See, all you needed was just that little bit. And the devil's in the details or something. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up now. There we go. Great. So I'm using something called a tissue blade. And a tissue blade, the one I have comes in 3 different kinds. Is a wave, one that bends, and one that cuts like this. Now, there's different things, a lot of different things that you can do with clay. I prefer doing stuff like this, so I don't use it for any other purpose than, honestly, to cut eyelids. That's it. I'm cutting out eyelids. Things that you never thought you would hear. Crafter saying, I cut out eyelids. Okay, so you're going to layer it up. I'm going to have a thicker piece go in the front. You might have some eyelashes. I doubt it. There's not really a good picture of beholders out there, of their eyelids and stuff. So I'm trying to give it like a real look, but at the same time, not too real. And I think the last time I did this, I rolled some stuff up. Well, not did this per se, but the dragon eye. So roll it up. Just add crinkles to the eyelids. Remember, it's a giant eye, you know, so it's not going to be like, oh, just a little bit of an eyelid. My child has boxes, and he's walking around like a robot. Yes, yes, you will. You're in so much trouble, dude. Yeah? Okay, okay, you guys get to hear it now. My husband said it's not his fault that our child is currently in my craft room while I'm doing a video. I want you guys to hear this. Does anybody else have a list of dumb things their spouses say? Oh, man. I am so happy I'm cutting them on after this because I think I'm going to go outside and scream. Okay, here we go. See, got a little bit, put it up a little bit like that. What do we got? We got ourselves some eyelids. Look at that. Oh, yeah. You know what? It kind of looks like a toupee. Oh, if I paint it, I'm not going to say anything. I'm done. Okay, so let's go ahead and do something. Take them outside. Okay, folks, the way you when you're married, I'm gonna give you some marriage advice. And my marriage advice is this: have a sense of humor, because if you don't, you're gonna end up in jail. Look at that. Okay, good. We got a bit of the eye over here. We're looking at more of an eye crease. We're gonna smooth this into it. Now he's throwing him with chocolate. Why don't you just give him some chocolate for leaving? That's not what you're supposed to play with.
I did. That didn't work.
Take him outside.
I tried.
Pick him up. That's not for him to play with. That's part of the EASTERBASKET. No, I didn't. I bought that for Luke. Lies you have to tell your children. Nice to time out. I did not buy that for you. I bought that for somebody else. Somebody who listens to their daddy. Terrible, right? Emotional. There you go. Look at that. Okay, good. We got more of the eye coming on. We are going to smooth it out here. Oh, so, you know, I've been doing a lookalike series, and I'm thinking, you know, different textures that you can do and stuff. And everything, it doesn't seem to be... I don't want to use plates, you know. I want to use stuff I have around the house. You know, I got feathers and stuff, but if I make an imprint of a feather, isn't that technically just an imprint of the feather? You know, like I use these things to make the hammered metal and things like that. But one of the things I did were tiny scales. When you look at a beholder, they have like ridges around it, but technically speaking, you can do that and be like, there you go, beholder skin. Or you can do like, oh, wait a second. Ready? And now it has that leather look. So you want to do a lighter one, obviously, not deep gouge. But look at that. Nice leather look around it. And that's going to be the skin. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm going to use some of the lookalike series items. And we're going to do it that way. This eye looks really neat. I tried a different way to do it. And it seemed to work. So what I'm going to do over here, yeah, smush that down, is I'm probably going to paint this right here white. Right around the edges. That looks really neat. Great. How's that? Okay, we want to do... Okay, so the problem I'm going to have right here is this. So let's go ahead and take this off. Because the idea is for the lip to come over it, and then we're going to add some stuff to it. Oh, thanks. Katie, I appreciate it. As everybody knows, this is a Facebook Live video, so if you watch this later on YouTube, I will always have the link to the interactive video. Let's see. Love how you do that. The dragon's eye you did me with the scales is so admired. So Katie is my overseas customer. I made her a dragon scale eye. Honestly, it's just a piece of art. And it looks fantastic. She absolutely loved it. And it's nice to see, Katie, that you are around still. I haven't heard from you in a while. Like to keep in touch. But yeah, the way I do the eyes, I did change it up a little bit with the beholder. I usually do, actually I have eyes here. One right here. And this one though, I wanted to do, because I don't, when I do it, usually the color encompasses the entire eye, and that's not how it works. It's the pupil, the color, and then the white. And that's what I try to do more of this instead of making the whole thing the purple color and then doing white on the outside. So this is a little different. No, not at all. Listen, our lives are crazy. No, it's nice to see you. I'm glad that you're here for this video, especially because I did another eye. So you can see that I'm still doing them. Look at me being super awkward. That's my life. That's what I do. So here we go. We're gonna go back to, okay, so that's the lip. We want to have a little bit, let me put my popsicle down. This is my beholder eye pop. I really do want to make these out of chocolate now. And then eat them. No, I probably do. Bruce really likes Kinder eggs. Now, what Kinder eggs are is what he calls surprise eggs. And with them, it's chocolate, it's piece of plastic cut in part, like 2 shells. One side of it has a candy, like a, it's, honestly, it tastes like a Ferrero Rocher. And the other side has a toy inside. Apparently they can't have regular Kinder eggs here because kids were choking on the toys in the chocolate. So instead of being like, oh, you know, there's toys inside, they had to separate it, but whatever. So that'd be really cool if you have like a Ferrero Rocher on the inside and then dip the whole thing in chocolate. the thing with the chocolate though is I was doing chocolate for advent calendar for Bruce, but we don't like the melting chocolate, and I use Wilton's. I just don't like it. I'm glad you've been out and about crafting. Oh man, I'm gonna have to. My house will eventually be painted. It's still out. It's still like we just moved in. But I have 5 less cardboard boxes than I did before, so that's always nice. Let's see here. No, crafting. I've seen actually quite a few people start crafting as well, and I love it. No, I encourage that creativity. Absolutely, that's fantastic. Let's see here. So I'm still doing eyelids. I'm gonna do not too many. Okay, there we go. Now it looks like there's an eyelid on the bottom. You can just smush it down. Look at that. There we go. Aha! Now the eye is officially done. That's it. See? Super easy. Just got to add some rolled clay to it. Let me just smush this down the side for a little bit there. Great. We're going to probably paint that right there white. Now we're going to do the teeth. So as we did with the dots, we're going to make sure the dots are still there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, that's not going to be good. So let's start in the middle. Go 1, 2, there we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 8. There we go. Great. Okay. Remember, we had teeth are ready for the bottom, so we're going to do super nice, super easy. Teeth right there like that. Great. We're using the different color just so you can see it. You know what? The beholder has longish teeth, especially on the top. And what I'm going to do is the teeth will not be like out and about like this. I'm going to be adding another layer of clay to go over the teeth a little bit to make it look like it's, there's gums and stuff. And obviously I'm going to make some longer teeth than this. This looks really cool. Looks like a vampire. Hi, Lisa. There we go. Oh, teeth fell out. Great. You know what I can do? Do I have a container? Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that you get a chance to. Lisa, if you ever want to, I'm on YouTube, or you can just, rewatch it on the thing. But yeah, go on YouTube. Watch my videos. How much time do we have? We have 12 minutes. Oops. I'm going to try to get all the teeth in 12 minutes. And don't forget, I still have to put the, look at that. Oh, he's so goofy. I still have to put the other arms in, or the other stalks for the eyes. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. There we go. Teeth right there. Ah. And the beholder that I've seen, the bottom teeth were out just like that. Okay, I'm going to put this as a smaller side piece right there. Great. Smaller teeth on the outside. They're not smaller. Okay, they're just making them look weird. It's so funny. I like to hold them in my hands. I'm a little beholder friend. I know, I'm such a weirdo. See, listen, I'm so used to crafting by myself. It's amazing how much dialogue I can keep up to. Okay, let's go right in the middle. No, that's too big. Okay. Just to let you know, Lisa, at the beginning of any old video. Okay, so let's try this again. After my live video, I download it and then I upload it to YouTube. And then I go back to the original video and then I am able to comment the link to where it's found on YouTube. I do it with that, with the video itself, and then I do it also with the music. So like when I do my Friday night impromptus, I am able to link the music as well in the beginning. And of course I don't own any rights to any of the music at all. Look at that guy. Oh man. I just want to eat him. He looked like a delicious piece of chocolate. It'd be really cool. I love this. I love this. This is so neat. Of course, I'm trying not to look too much in the back. Because now I'm seeing that we never added the uvula. So let's grab one of the smaller pieces and then just add the uvula right there. There we go. Wonderful. Let's do it back. I mean, how do you really know what the back of a beholder's mouth is? You know, if you're in the mouth, then obviously you're going to get like eaten, right? It's like, how do you know what a cannibal? How do you know anything about cannibals? You know, if they eat people. Okay. So, we're going to put him right up here. No, that's still too big. I got 9 minutes. Hopefully I get all the teeth in. And then I got to figure out how I'm doing the other ones. I have glass eyes. Small enough. Honestly, I do. And this is for the hubby. So I got to figure out what I'm doing with this. But I really do have a lawn to mow as well. Being sick, I was not able to mow the lawn. And I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, but I have an electric mower. So I push it to do all that. So we're going to get the teeth done. I have just enough clay to do what I want with those grates. Look at that. I think if this matches, yeah, teeth probably should be a little bit bigger, but like it really matters, right? Let's say that he has, oh, child is angry. I'm sure you can hear him yelling. He's not my kid doesn't do tantrums often. I'm very, very lucky with that. Yeah, no, that would be awesome to do that. I would love to. I really would. You know what? Okay, I have to admit this. I'm a little afraid of being really good. Like having a lot of people want stuff, because I'm always afraid to disappoint somebody. You know? I had somebody write me a terrible review on Etsy. They didn't talk to me about it. It was like 3 months after they ordered it. And it's like, people have like these crazy expectations. And I don't know. I would like to do more, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm afraid of success, which is just the dumbest thing. Listen, my big phobia is dead bugs, to give you an idea where my headspace is. I would love to do Comic-Con. That'd be awesome. I would take a picture. I have zero anything about what this beholder is, aside from the one that I've already been working on. I don't like to use people's ideas, you know. I gotta figure out if this is copyrighted on, but this is for the husband, so it's not like, I've been trying to do more original stuff, and it's very difficult to do, because when you have a fandom, you know, you want to do everything for that fandom. Okay, there we go. See? The teeth. There we go right there. Oh, look at that. Okay, now I am going to put this, take these guys out. This is a little wine glass. Okay, great. Now what I'm going to do is this. Ooh! Okay, that's a thought. That's a thought. Okay. This is the fun part. We now have to do a layer of gum. Now, why is this fun? I'll tell you guys. Because I have to cut out what I need and just put it barely around the teeth. Yes, yes, you did. I have only recently gotten back into clay. I don't have a lot of, all I have are pictures of stuff that I've done. I don't actually have any clay work of my own. I know, I'm being silly. I know I am. Okay, there we go. Let's get, oh, that's actually probably better. Let's get this guy. Put this right over the teeth. Now remember, the idea is that we're giving it some kind of stabilization for the teeth itself. Make sure you're gonna get it back to what it looked like before. You don't want it to be, but adding some texture now. You can finally start to do some of that texture. Okay, now let me get little ones here. Look at this. This is my whole craft area. Oh, this is actually perfect. I didn't mean to pick it up, but this works. Okay, see, there we go. Put it right around the clay. See, we're gonna add. We'll try to make the gums a little bit. Add a little bit more permanence to the teeth. I figured if it's a little bit attached to another piece of clay, then maybe it'd be a little easier to do. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make another one of these. If anyway, if things just to have it. This is pretty cool. I really like this. I actually might just keep this one and go make another one for the husband. Ha! Okay, just adding gums to the beholder. Just have it a little bit separated from the top part. And that is how you add some gums. Don't have to be too much. As long as the clay is just hanging out, you want it to attach to smaller pieces of clay. There we go. We're going to attach it to smaller pieces of clay. So it helps the clay not move. I made an altered Altoids tin. And I ran into some issue with the teeth coming off. Now, it doesn't seem like the glue itself didn't really want to work well afterwards. How does that look? It's not too bad. They're a little bit gummy over here, though. Oops. Let's see, some gums over here. I bet you Bubba's going to want to sleep as soon as I'm done with this. Did we miss a tooth? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. No, we didn't miss a tooth. That's true. I don't know. Let's shoot an absorber. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, but it really looks like it. It's an iconic look. So you won't really be able to do something like that because it's still, you know, looks like it. Let's see here. Gotta make sure that this is seeing that there's less eye over here than I want. Let me fix that. When I notice something I don't like, I try to do it as soon as I can. Great. Otherwise I'll forget. Wonderful. Okay, let me do the bottom gums, and then we will be done for today. Put that here. Wonderful. Okay. This side, we do the bottom gums right here. That way it just stays on. Adds an extra bit of attachment. Wonderful. Yeah, see, these teeth are really wiggly. So I'm glad that I'm doing it to make it stay on a little bit better than it did before. Wiggly teeth. There we go. Seems like he's playing with the kazoo or harmonica. Okay, move this down a little bit more. What we got there? There we go. And voila! The mouth and main eye of a beholder. It's pretty neat. Oh, I never added a tongue. Do I have time for that? I have a little time for that. I can do that. So we're going to do a tongue. We're going to do, should have done it before I did the teeth, but you know what? Remember, everything just Seat of my pants. Okay. I don't know what a beholder's tongue looks like. We're going to assume there's just tongue shapes. And then you want to do is a line for tongue. He's probably just going to keep it in his office or at his desk at work. Let's see if I can get these guys over a little bit. Nope, that's not going to work. Let's do a smaller portion. There you go. We're going to smush it down a little bit. And then we're just going to go put it right back here. I can get it to go where I want it to go. I might just have to be without a tongue. Oh, oh. There we go. He doesn't really. He had some stuff. He had like a trebuchet catapult. He had a trebuchet on there that I got for him. He doesn't really do a lot of the personal items. It's not like that. But this he would. He's a big fan of Dungeons and Dragons, like I am myself. There we go. We got a tongue in here, which we're going to be doing in red. And then we're going to put some dots to make it more. Definitely going to want to make a mold of this, though. There we go. That does not look like I wanted it to. That texture. Great. Okay, so here we go. This is a beholder, head and mouth. And I'll be getting some eye stalks on it. But I'm probably going to do that maybe next Saturday or what have you. Maybe I'll get a different thing to put on the stick a little bit better than what it is here. But anyway, thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight with Clearly Homemade's Saturday Night Live event. This one was not planned the way I usually have it, but I do appreciate your participation. I look forward to seeing you again on Friday with my impromptu Friday night, and I might have another live video during the week. But until then, as always, I look forward to creating with you. Have a nice night.